Greetings Grapple fans, SlowMotionAtomicBomb here again with another video. Today it's more WWF Legends Challenge 64 and it's SummerSlam 1991 and we've got the Warlord making his way to the ring and he's going to go against this man. Yeah, it's a little bit of a fantasy video today in Legends Challenge 64. I thought, what might have happened at SummerSlam 91 if Sid Justice hadn't been the referee? Oh my god. I don't think that would have happened. Bloody hell. That definitely wasn't supposed to happen. I didn't realise you could get flash pins like that. I actually quite like the sort of element of surprise that can happen. But the reason that I put this match together, I thought, what if Sid hadn't been the referee? Like, I understand that he was the referee in the match Made in Hell, because they wanted to tease, well, what if he turns on Hulk Hogan? What if he turns on the Ultimate Warrior? Joins the Triangle of Terror? Or maybe justice will be served? That was his big gimmick to get him over as a baby face. And I thought, what if he'd actually had a match rather than just an appearance as a special guest referee? And the reason why I picked the Warlord as an opponent is because I thought, what if... Because when I was a kid and I was playing with my WWF Hasbro wrestling figures, I had Sid Justice. I never had the Warlord, but a friend of mine had him and loaned him to me for a little while, for a couple of weeks. Integrated the Warlord into my ongoing figure federation, and I, for whatever reason, I don't know why, but I put Warlord and Sid together as a tag team. Just thought they would wreak havoc together. I don't know why I felt that. Don't know why I thought they would be a good match. Obviously there was no Barbarian figure, so you could never recreate the powers of pain. But yes, I put Warlord and Sid together, so this is a little homage to that. I'm trying to get my spirit meter up so I can have a go for the power bomb. Sid and Tito Santana, El Matador, released earlier this year on Royal Rumble weekend, actually, as new characters in the game. I'm going to do a strike another pause. Here we go. It's over. I need him to get up. Here we go. Power bomb. No, this isn't going to count, is it? Because he's in the ropes. There you go. Moved him away from the ropes. 1, 2, 3, pinball. That's what should have happened. I believe I got pinned so quickly. Bloody hell. One of the other things that they've added in the most recent update are these little animated avatars at the bottom, reminiscent of the WWF Superstars arcade game. A lovely little touch. It's time for the main event. And this is a little bit awkward. They always come out as a team, but they only put one name on screen at a time. Just the way the game's made, the framework of the game, I think, of the original game. Whilst the Ultimate Warrior doesn't actually have his accurate SummerSlam 91 gear, which is a shame. But we've got era-specific gear. So I thought, you know, what if they decided in 1991 that the Sergeant Slaughter Triangle of Terror thing, that's not going to fly on pay-per-view. The Hogan Slaughter thing, past its sell-by date. They bring the Jake Roberts heel turn forward. And we have this main event, Hulk Hogan and the Ultimate Warrior against Jake the Snake Roberts and the Undertaker. This feels, with all due respect to Sergeant Slaughter and the Iron Sheik, this feels a lot more sort of star-powered by the standards of the era. Of course, the Jake Roberts heel turn, where he was training the Ultimate Warrior to find the dark side, while Warrior was feuding with the Undertaker, and he buried him alive in a pit of snakes or something, while Warrior was yelling, "Bury me, Snake Man." One of the weirdest, most bizarre, nonsensical angles there's ever been. Terrible stuff. Of course, 1991 was one of the most ridiculously hardcore, visceral years in the WWF, particularly in the cartoon era. Because that was the year where they had Sergeant Slaughter burn the American flag, which got so much heat that they had to change it to Sergeant Slaughter burning Hulk Hogan's t-shirt. They then had Slaughter throw the fireball in Hogan's face. They had the Undertaker lock the Ultimate Warrior in an airtight casket and almost kill the guy. Undertaker would be a babyface less than a year later. And they had Jake Roberts gets the King Cobra out. And the King Cobra, of course, bites Macho Man Randy Savage in the arm, legitimately. Oh God, I'm getting beaten up. They have actual footage on the air of a guy getting bitten by a snake. Horrifying scenes. That was also the year, although it didn't air until early 92, where they had Shawn Michaels throw Marty Jannetty through a glass window on the barbershop. Very violent for a child-friendly product. Of course, infamously, this was also the year where the Ultimate Warrior was fired after holding the WWF up for money. Immediately after SummerSlam 91, of course. Oh, I blocked my big punch. Wanted to be paid on a par with Hulk Hogan, and had to have it pointed out to him that he hadn't drawn as well as Hulk Hogan as a champion. There's one of Hogan's Japanese moves. I've seen him do that in Japan against Tenryu and against Inoki, doing the cross arm breaker. I wonder if you can do the axe bomber. Right, I'm going to let Jake come in. I'm not going to tag the Warrior. I want to do Hogan versus Jake, one of the big main event runs that we never saw. Warrior getting in my way there. There was famously in 1986 an episode of Jake Roberts' talk show, The Snake Pit, where he dropped Hulk Hogan with a DDT. It got a huge babyface reaction for Jake because he was such a cool heel at the time. So they ran matches a couple of times, but they were getting, as Hogan called it, the wrong reaction, meaning that the fans were cheering for Jake instead of him. And to be fair to him at the time, he was the WWF's golden goose. He was the cash cow, and why would you mess with that? And that led to Jake's babyface turn against the Honky Tonk Man. Well, my Warrior keeps getting involved at the wrong time. He's not much of a tag team partner. That was just one of a few feuds, programs, matches. Hogan never worked with Rick Rude either, apart from a house show in Boston that's actually got released years later on a DVD, but they never had a big run. Although you know, Rick Rude was such a great heel. Oh no, I got DDT'd. Get in there, Warrior. Now's the time to get involved. And Jake cutting off the ring. Dragging me away from my partner, but I need to make the tag. There we go. Undertaker's in. So this, one of the big feuds of 91, Ultimate Warrior against Undertaker. Absolutely atrocious. One of the matches that they had is on a Coliseum video. And it literally consists of The Undertaker putting his hand on the Ultimate Warrior's face for about 6 minutes while the Warrior just is there on his knees, not doing anything. Never fires up. Never shows any spirit. And then out of nowhere does his comeback and wins. It is pathetic. One of the worst matches of the era. You know, I remember reading a thing about Ricky the Dragon Steamboat once, about how he had a theory that he would never take more than 3 moves without throwing a chop or trying to reverse something or, you know, getting a move of his own in. And he would always do that as a way to show the fans that he was still alive, he was still in the match, he still had some fire left. Not the Warrior. If he could get on his knees and not move for 6 minutes, and he had a good excuse to do it, then bloody hell was he going to do it. There was a Stinger Splash. Stinger Splash in Shades of Warrior's original tag team partner, Sting, in the Blade Runners. There they are. Cheating, double teaming. Clonk. Of course, there's no Paul Bearer for this one because limitations of how many characters you can have on screen at any one time mean that you don't get managers. Because you can only have 4. Look at this little double team action. Spike pile driver. Warrior does his little dance. Now, how do I do my finish? Presumably, the easiest way is like this. No, he blocked it. And he missed. No, and he blocked again. Ah, I missed it. There you go. That's what you get.
1, 2, 3.
Might be time to get Hogan back in the match. Legally, I mean. Not like he is now, the cheating bastard. Come on, get Hulk back in. Warrior stealing Undertaker's taunt. Why doesn't Undertaker tag out? Clearly things aren't going very well for him. Pound in the chest. Oh no. Good reversal. If I run the ropes now, can I do my finish? Can I do the big splash? Like that. Right, let's try and give him the gorilla press. Get up, quick. Here it comes. Hogan, are you going to come in and make the save? Get Jake out? Yes! Well, perhaps not as exciting a match as I might have hoped for. Hogan only got in once, I think. But there you have it. The alternative main event of SummerSlam 91 with Hulk Hogan and the Ultimate Warrior. Look at that big, huge vein on his arm. There's Hogan, casually running past. Too late, Jake. What a time I've had. This game is so much fun. You can just Google it. WWF Legends Challenge 64. runs on top of WWF No Mercy in Project 64, all free. They've got a Patreon, they've got a website that you can get it from, plenty of instructional videos on YouTube on how to get it installed, and it's very straightforward. Can only get it on a PC, can't get it running on original N64 hardware, but some people have got it running on Steam Decks and things like that. That keeps fluctuating, but if you've got a PC, you want some retro goodness, get this game, it's fantastic. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed that video, please would you be so kind to like the video, comment on the video, subscribe to the channel, ding the bell to get notifications on future videos, and until next time, happy wrestling!